Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Farrah and today's going to be the start of a new vlog. I am coming to you live from the snowy outdoors here on the farm, and I just wanted to introduce the vlog real quickly to let you guys know a couple of the different things that I might be reading for this vlog. So I'm still finishing up a few books that I was reading for Dr. November, but I'm not going to talk about them. I have a couple ideas for what I want to try for December as well. So I am going to be participating in a reading event called, I forgot the name of it, I'll put it here, but it's all about reading books about Victorian ghost stories. So it's hosted by Vin from Reverend Reads, and he has a whole bunch of co-hosts, which I will link below. I'm definitely going to participate in the group read, which is called The Old Nurse's Story by Elizabeth Gaskell. So I'm looking forward to getting to that. That's pretty short, so I think that, it won't take up too much time if I still want to do some mood reading. And then I think I'm also going to be participating with a group read that is that a bunch of different booktubers are doing, and this is going to be for The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. Now, I haven't read any Victor Hugo yet. Les Miserables has been on my list for a while, but because I was reading Clarissa, I'm like, I can't do that one yet. But I am interested in trying out this one. I've heard some mixed reviews about it, so we'll see how that goes. But those are going to be the two books probably that I start the vlog off with. So I will check in once I've read a little bit more to let you guys know how it is. And I hope that your Christmas season or your holiday season is going well so far, wherever you are in the world. This is my favorite time of year, so I'm very happy that we at least got some nice snow to start out the season. Hey guys, just wanted to check in. I don't have my microphone right now, so hopefully the audio is okay on this. My phone has been hit or miss with audio for a few years now, but hopefully it'll work out. But I just want to check in and talk a little bit about the books that I have kind of been reading. So we're already midway through December, and I just cannot find the time to read lately. I really have been distracted by just, things going on in my life and just the Christmas season, just having lots of things to do during the free time. Been watching some Christmas movies with the girls and, just trying to take part in some of those little festivities. So I'm a little bit of the ways through The Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame de Paris, which is the title of the version I'm reading, which is the Oxford Penguin Classics. I have it in my bag there. I'm just sitting at school waiting for my daughter to finish her cheerleading practice. And honestly, I do this all the time. I'll come to the school. It's usually a 2-hour practice, and we live about 20 minutes away from the school, so it's kind of easier just to stay here and wait. And it's nice because I can sit down and get some reading done, as long as I don't go on my phone and start, scrolling. But Hunchback of Notre Dame, this book is really interesting so far. I am enjoying it, although it was a bit of a slow start for me to get into the book. The book is interestingly laid out. It's laid out in different books, and there's little chapters within each book. And some of the chapters within each book, they kind of switch back and forth between the plot that's moving forward and between Victor Hugo's sort of little essays that he's writing about the history of France. The novel takes place in the 1400s, but it was written in the 1800s, so it's historical fiction for its time when it was released. And he talks a bit about the history of France and Paris. He's talking about the history of the architecture of the cathedral, and so you'll be going along in the plot a little bit, and then it'll go back, kind of switch into this other topic, which took me a little bit to get used to. I didn't really know that going in. But we're following this poet or playwright named Gringoire, and I'm not sure how much sustenance he will have throughout the whole thing, but he's pretty much the figure that we're following in the beginning. And he's written a play that he's so excited for everybody to watch it, but they're all distracted by the arrival of this religious person, this cardinal, and there's a celebration going on called the Celebration of Popes or something, I forgot already. But they basically have a contest to find the ugliest person. And it sounds horrific, and it is. But that's when we're introduced to Quasimodo, who is our, I'm sure all of you know the character, the Hunchback, who was found at the cathedral as a baby and kind of taken in by this guy, our main antagonist named Claude Frollo. So we've also met La Esmeralda. She's another important character in this book, and she's described as a free-spirited woman, beautiful, exotic-looking, mystifying. She's a dancer, and she performs little tricks with her pet goat. So, I'm in with these characters now, and I'm excited to see where the plot is going. I like the writing style and the narration. The narration reminds me of C.S. Lewis in the Chronicles of Narnia, how he's sort of, there's almost like the narrator is a character within the story telling us the story. So it's third person point of view, but it has a feel like there's a person there relating the story to us instead of just a normal novel where the narrator is like, what do they call it? The godlike narrator who knows the thoughts of everyone inside. I don't know. So I like the writing style quite a bit. And Victor Hugo is really good at just subtly poking fun at the characters. So there are little lines that catch me and make me kind of smile or giggle a little bit, which I'm enjoying. And I was thinking how interesting the names are in this book. So I was looking up the name Quasimodo, and that actually comes from the name of maybe the Sunday after Easter Sunday? And I never knew that. And growing up Catholic, you'd think I would have at least heard of it, but I don't think I had. So, but having this character be named Quasimodo really changes the meaning of the name and just the culture behind that. And also with the name Esmeralda, that must have been quite a unique name back in that time in Paris. So I think it's Spanish origin or Portuguese, and it means emerald. So I am curious if there was an increase in the amount of little girls that were named Esmeralda after this novel came out. And I'm pretty sure there probably was after the Disney film came out in the 90s, or at least the nickname Esme. So I just enjoy kind of exploring the names of characters in these classic novels and the impact it might have had within our culture. So Hunchback is going really well. I've been participating in some of the live videos on Mark's channel from Book Time with Elvis, where we're talking with Shawn D. Standfast, who's already read it, and Mark and I are kind of like plodding along a little bit. But there's a fun group read on Voxer that a few of us are in, Summer from Sterling Reads and Brandy. I'm not sure if Brandy will get to it or not, but and then I'm also listening to The Alice Network by Kate Quinn, which was a leftover novel from Dr. November. And this one it's very good. It's just that I'm not having a lot of time to listen to audiobooks lately. So I'm probably about a quarter of the way, maybe 30% through that. And it's been a really interesting story. It's slow though. It's kind of slow. I'll say that. It's kind of slow, but this one tells a story of, it's two different timelines. So we're following the first timeline, which takes place during World War I, and we're following a young woman named Eve, who's from Britain, who gets recruited to work as a spy in France to try to collect information from the German soldiers there. And she's a very interesting character. She has a very prominent stutter, and people assume that she's not very smart. So she kind of works well as a spy because she can blend in. She's hired to work as a waitress in this restaurant that is known for having a lot of German soldier traffic. And she's kind of being preyed upon a little bit by the restaurant owner, who is taking an interest in her and kind of taking advantage of her, in a creepy way. So she's trying to keep her cool. She's very, very good at lying. She has a very good, perfect accent for French and German. And so it's interesting to hear her story about what she's going through and how she developed her skills as a spy. And then the second storyline takes place right after World War II. And we're following a young American woman who's about maybe 20, 18, 19, 20, and she accidentally becomes pregnant, and her family takes her to Europe to get an abortion. They're ashamed. She doesn't really want to have the abortion, but her family wants to get rid of the problem. So when they arrive in England, she breaks away from her mother, and she tracks down this Eve woman 40 years later, after, you know, Eve's stint as a spy. She finds out information that Eve might know where her missing cousin Rose is. So Eve decides to go along with her and help her, and it kind of tells that storyline. So it's a mystery unfolding about what happened to her cousin who mysteriously disappeared right after World War II. So it's a really, really interesting book. The writing is really good. The narrator's phenomenal. So it's not anything that's not sure what, it's just, you know, just a busy time of year for me. So I just wanted to check in and give you a little update on that. We'll see how far we go going forward. But yeah, I'm just going to read a little bit more hopefully today, and so that I have something to talk about on this video. So I will see you soon. Hello everyone, just checking in. It is about December 19th. Oh my gosh. 6 days till Christmas. I'm not ready. Are you guys ready? I'm never ready though, so nothing new. I just want to do a really fast check-in. I really haven't had much time to read it all this month, and I really miss it. It's crazy how much of a back burner reading has been put on these past couple of weeks. Just been really busy, you know. So the only two things I'm actively reading are the Notre de Paris, which is going pretty well. I'm really not that far into it, but I'm really liking it so far. I just can't get over the humor that is in here. And I know we were talking about this in a live chat with Mark and Shawn about how the writing's really nice, but you wonder how much of that is left up to the translators, which is a really good point. I didn't think about it that way before, but for the Oxford Classics edition, the translation's good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So we're getting more of a plot now. Parts of the book goes into these longer transgressions about the description of the cathedral, which is it's interesting if you like architecture, but it's interestingly placed because you'll be going along in the plot and then you'll be reading a couple chapters about the architecture. But I don't really mind it. It's going great. It's just going to be a slow read, I guess. I'm hoping to finish it before the end of the month if I can, though. I really do hope I can finish it. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot. My daughters are in a concert. It's not their concert. They're just helping out and volunteering for the little kids. And it's so crowded that I have no desire to go in and sit in there and watch. I'd rather sit in the car and read. Introvert life. I'm sure many of you can relate. But yeah, and I'm also listening to the Alice Network, and I'm about 75% of the way through with this. We're getting a lot of action now. This is a really interesting story. I already explained how it's a dual timeline, and I really like Eve's story. Eve is the spy in World War I, and something crazy just happened to her. She had such a satisfying scene with kind of our main antagonist, but I have a really bad feeling that horrible things are going to happen to her now. But yeah, it's going really well. This is a book that I hope someday I can read physically or digitally, because I have been listening to the audiobook, which is fantastic. And but I'm definitely missing stuff because I'm trying to multitask while I listen, and there's just some things that I'm not catching, and it's a really interesting story, so I probably will get a copy of the book, probably just the ebook to have on my Kindle, so for another rainy day maybe to read again. But the good thing about the listening to it is that there's a lot of spoken foreign language within the book, like French and German, so I really enjoy hearing that being spoken while I'm reading. Because it sounds way better than it's sounding in my head when I'm trying to sound it out. So I am really appreciative of the audiobook for that. But I just wanted to do a really fast check-in. I'm not sure how many. I'm going to try to get this vlog up before Christmas, so this might be my last check-in. And you know, it is what it is. We all have busy months, and this one just happens to be a really busy time for me. So I just wanted to say hello and give you that quick update, and I will either say goodbye now or I will check in one more time. Your guess is as good as mine. Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family. Christmas in my heart, and I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Dance, dance, now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. Hello everyone, I just wanted to show you how beautiful it is this morning. The sun is shining. It's Monday, December 23rd. We're almost at Christmas, and it looks like we will probably have a white Christmas, which is terrific. But I think I am going to end the vlog here. I just haven't been able to get much more reading done. December was a bit of a reading flop for me. It usually is though, so that's nothing too surprising. But I just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, or depending on when you see this, hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Boxing Day, and thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog, and I am thankful for all of you so much, and hope you all have a wonderful
end of 2024, and I will talk to you soon.